Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Live with Hassan Akhtar. Today's lesson related to class 10th unit number 1 exercise 1.4. Our topic is radical equations. Dear students, this is our second lesson on this topic. Today again we are going to define first radical equations and then we'll discuss the second kind of radical equation first and we'll solve the questions on this pattern. Definition says an equation involving expression under the radical sign is called a radical equation. For example, x plus 1 is equal to radical x plus 3 and radical x minus 1 is equal to radical x minus 2 plus 1, etc. are the examples of radical equations. In our today's type, the shape of the question will be radical of x plus a plus radical of x plus b is equal to a radical of x plus c. That is, inside the radical we will be having the linear term. We select the question number 8 of exercise 1.4. Statement says solve the following equations. Question is square root 4a plus x minus square root a minus x is equal to square root a. Writing our solution and starting the first step of solution same as the question, we have inside the root 4a plus x minus inside the root a minus x is equal to a. Our first step of solution is squaring both the sides. We have left hand side whole square is equal to right hand side whole square. While clear, left hand side is of the form a minus b whole square becomes a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b, whereas the right hand side square root a and whole square root and square both get cancelled and we are left with only a. On the left hand side in the next step, same is done in the first term, that is square root and square get cancelled, we are left with 4a plus x. Same is done in second term, that is a minus x root whole square becomes only a minus x, whereas these two elements can be multiplied within single sign of radical. So multiplying 4a plus x with a minus x, we have 4a square minus 4ax plus ax minus x square is equal to a. In the next step, making simplification on the left hand side, we have 4a plus 1a makes it 5a, whereas this plus x and this minus x, they go cancelled. Inside the root, by simplifying, we have minus 4ax plus ax is equal to minus 3ax, whereas 4a square and minus x square remain same, which is equal to a. Shifting the right hand side a towards the left hand side, we have 5a minus 2 into inside the root 4a square minus 3ax minus x square is equal to 0. Simplifying 5a minus a gives us 4a minus 2 into inside the root 4a square minus 3ax minus x square is equal to 0. Shifting the radical sign term towards the other side, we have in the next step 4a is equal to 2 into square root of 4a square minus 3ax minus x square. At this stage, squaring again both the sides, we have left hand side whole square is equal to right hand side whole square. So we have 4a whole square is equal to 2 into square root of 4a square minus 3ax minus x square whole square. Left hand side square of 4a becomes 16a square, whereas number 2 square becomes 4 and square root will go cancelled and we will left with same 4a square minus 3ax minus x square. So in the next step, multiplying on the right hand side the values with number 4, we have 4 into 4 16a square plus 4 into minus 3ax makes it minus 12ax and plus 4 into minus 1x square gives us minus 4x square. Shifting all the terms of the right hand side towards the left hand side, we obtain 16a square minus 16a square plus 12ax minus 4x square converted into plus 4x square is equal to 0. Viewers, well clear that this 16a square with plus and 16a square with minus will go cancel. So we are left with 4x square plus 12ax is equal to 0. Well clear that 4x is common among both. Taking 4x common, we have 4x into x plus 3a is equal to 0. Here again product of 2 is equal to 0, that means either first is equal to 0 or second is equal to 0, that is either 4x is equal to 0 or x plus 3a is equal to 0. First term 4x is equal to 0, dividing both sides by 4 we have x is equal to 0 over 4, whereas the second one, shifting the 3a towards the other hand, we have x is equal to minus 3a. Now on the first term, by dividing by 4 we got 0 over 4 remains 0, and the right hand side other value we have x is equal to minus 3a. These are the two values we obtained as solution. Now we check whether they satisfy the given equation number 1 or not. For that, first we put x is equal to 0 in number 1. Writing number 1 as it is, we have square root of 4a plus x minus square root of a minus x is equal to square root of a. Here putting x is equal to 0, we have inside the root 4a plus 0 minus inside the root a minus 0 is equal to root a. Simplification gives us as square root of 4a minus square root of a is equal to square root of a. You know, square root of 4 is 2, so 4 will become out of root as 2. We have 2 into square root a minus 1 square root a is equal to 1 square root a. That is 2 into square root a minus 1 square root a gives us 1 square root a. Already on the right hand side we have 1 square root a, that is left hand side is equal to right hand side. The result becomes true. Therefore x is equal to 0 is our solution for number 1. Now we check for other value, that is now we put x is equal to minus 3a in number 1, writing the number 1 as it is in the first step, and in the next step putting the value of x is equal to minus 3 over a. We have inside the root 4a minus 3a minus a minus into minus 3a whole inside the root is equal to root a. Just to remind you once again that in checking you are not allowed to shift any term from left to right or from right to left. Simplification in the next step gives us square root a minus inside the root a plus 3a, that is we have square root a minus into square root 4a is equal to square root a. That gives us in the next step square root a minus 2 into square root a is equal to square root a. Now the situation is like 1 minus 2, so we will be having is equal to minus 1, that is 1 square root a minus 2 square root a results in minus 1 square root a. On the right hand side we have plus 1 square root a. Clearly they are not equal, so the result comes in this case is not satisfied, that is it is false. Therefore x is equal to minus 3a is not a solution of equation number 1. Hence our solution set is 0 and x is equal to minus 3a is considered as the extraneous root. Already told you that the root which do not satisfy the given equation is known as extraneous root. So our solution set contains only one element 0 that satisfies our equation number 1. That is the end of today's topic. Hope you all understand. Thank you very much. You can provide your feedback.